Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm sitting here looking at my new piece of jewelry. How you like my new pendant? This is Mother Mary, Virgin Mary. I love the Blessed Mother. She's one of my favorite, faces of the divine feminine. I think she's the goddess, and isn't she just lovely in her long flowing veil? She's so mystical with the luminous light. Anyways, I just been wearing this today and enjoying it, and I've been out walking, and I don't know if you guys saw my new shirt. I don't know if I've shown this one to you. How you like this? I got on my red Gucci shirt today. Isn't that fun? Well, today's Tuesday, and that means it's the day of the planet Mars. That's right. My computer's about to fall. Hold on a second, guys. All right. Hopefully, things were unstable here. Anyways, I'm wearing this cool Gucci shirt today, and I was out with, my bag Guccina. She's Louie's girlfriend. And the other day I was carrying Louie, and Guccina said, well, I want to go out walking in the summer, so of course I took her out today. She's been out with me all day, but we've been having a good day. I got on my shirt, sporting and supporting the Gucci family. That's right. Well, guys, I'm so glad you're here. Well, here it is. It's Tuesday. Oh, and before we get into everything, I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had such a good time. Yesterday, we had horoscopes. That's right. We went around our big zodiac wheel. If you didn't see that yesterday, definitely check that out. Everybody watching that video gets a reading. So if you're waiting for something like maybe you can't buy a private reading right now, or you can't, you're waiting on messages from the spirit world, you can still get psychic help every week through my horoscopes. And every Monday I put out horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. Well, here we are. It's Tuesday. It's time for messages from the spirit world. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are new here, if you want to get on messages from the spirit world, you can put your psychic question in the info box below, okay? But if you don't want to put it there for whatever reason, you want to write personally to me, you can also send it to me at my email, which is readings@robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link below for that as well. So go ahead, send me an email. In the title, put messages from the spirit world question. That'll help me see it quicker. Also, you can write to me at that address, which again, I'll have the link below, if you also want to get on my schedule for a private reading. That's right. So I'm doing private readings, and you can write to me, and we'll call you and get you on the schedule. Try if you can't put your phone number in the letter. It makes it quicker to get back to you, okay? You guys are the best. Well, we're going to go through some letters here, but before we do that, let's just all take a moment. Let's center ourselves and attune to the spirit world. Okay. I hear my guide Fletcher back here. He says hello to all of you. All right, our first letter tonight is from Spiritual Peace, and Spiritual Peace writes and says, hi, Psychic Bob. What did the spirits say about my life purpose? It's interesting. I'm stepping into your frequency. I'm getting around you a lot of yellow light here, and then I get some beautiful greens and blue light. And what that means is you have a very strong gift of a teacher here. One of your life themes is that of educator/teacher. And I feel that you're in the future going to really be speaking to a lot of people, teaching classes. I get a lot of spiritual energy around you. And I feel that you're also, that green light also means that you have a healer theme. So you have a healer theme and an educator theme. And I do see in the future you teaching workshops. I see book writing around you. And I think you're going to be a blessing to a lot of people's lives. Okay. Hope that helps. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Richard W. Lido. Hello, Mr. Lido. Richard writes, says, hello, Bob. I have a serious question concerning my phobia and anxiety. Lately, I have developed an intense fear of thunderstorms and lightning. I used to love thunderstorms, but not so much anymore. What do you see for me in the future in terms of treatment and cure? And is this happening for a reason. Thank you so much, Richard. Hi, Richard. You know what's interesting? When I go into your frequency, I'm getting around you a lot of purple light right now. This tells me that you're opening psychically. And what I'm seeing is as you're opening psychically, all your chakras are opening. It means you're getting more spiritual power. But you're also opening your psychic mind, which is actually allowing past life memories to surface. And interestingly, why the thunderstorms are provoking anxiety is that on a soul level, you're starting very subtly, maybe not fully consciously, but starting to remember a tragic time in one of your former lives. It looks like you were in a thunderstorm. I want to place this during World War II time period. I believe that you were actually killed in a firefight, a gun battle, during a storm. I believe you were an American. I believe you were in Germany, Nazi Germany, and you were part of the advancing troops to try to fight off Nazism. And I'm hearing cloud claps of thunder around you. I'm literally seeing you in the forest as a and then the guns are going off. So all of those guns going off, that thunder, all at the same time, it left an impression deep within your soul. And you're actually around the age now where not only are you opening psychically, you're kind of near the age where I believe you died in your past life. So as we open psychically, we become aware of transitions and timings, and you're feeling like, oh my God, am I going to die? Why is my anxiety so high? A lot of that is what we call past life trauma. Post-traumatic stress syndrome, which a lot of people think is just for this life, actually can come over from other lives. And in your case, I believe this is what's happening, because logically you're saying, why did I like thunderstorms and now I can't stand it? It's because as you're opening psychically, you're remembering other lives that had connections to that energy and to events around that. Now, in terms of healing, I do see you healing. And one of the major steps, and I've done past life regression therapy with people, is simply being able to hear your past lives and be open to considering it and acknowledging it. It doesn't mean you have to fully remember this. It just means saying, I'm open to considering that. This will actually begin the healing process. And I've had many clients that have come to me, and when I've been able to diagnose their past life trauma, they get healed. So I want you to just consider, even if you're not sure about this or believe it, today I want you just to consider that this could be a possibility and be open to that. And I believe what you're going to start to see is in the next probably about 3 months here, you're going to start to have some decrease in that anxiety. Because to resolve past life trauma, we simply need to recognize it, acknowledge it, and then let it go. So next time a thunderstorm comes up, I want you to say, you know what, Bob told me this is where this comes from. And I also want you to know that you're safe now, Richard. You're not in any danger. You're not going to be drafted into a war and killed. You're not going to be struck by lightning. You're not going to walk through a dark forest and encounter an assault from Nazis. See, this is where you are. You're in a dark forest moving forward, and it was an onslaught. It was a horrific time, and I believe that's when you died. So that's where that comes from. And one of the things I might also recommend for you is I would encourage you to visit a past life regression hypnotherapist. I used to do a little hypnotherapy myself, but I don't really do it anymore. But it's a really wonderful way to get in touch with that inner self and resolve a lot of conflicts. So see if in your area you can locate a hypnotherapist, particularly one that believes in past lives and past life regression. I think this will really open you up to clearing out more of that. But today, just know that just by being, first of all, brave enough to ask that, because I do think it takes a lot of courage to face our phobias, and being open to even hearing my answer has already started your healing, okay? Hope that helps a little bit. Thanks for writing. Very good questions. Excuse me, guys. I'm losing my voice today. All right. Our next letter is from Shelley Prest. Hello, Shelley. Shelley writes, says, Mary meets Psychic Bob. Marry me, darling. Can you please Tell me my spirit guide's name. I'm going through the loss of my best friend and feel lost. I'm so sorry. Any guidance from the spirit world would be met with open arms. Thanks. Thank you, Bob. I love you. Oh, well, Shelley, I love you too, darling. You know, I really mean this. I love my YouTubers. You guys are really like family to me. And, you know, when I went through a very bad time a few years ago, which I won't go into now, many of you reached out to me and brought me back to YouTube when I almost left. And I've never forgotten it. So thank you. I love you too, darling. All right. Well, you know, in terms of your spirit guides, I keep picking up around you a name. I'm hearing Tara, T-A-R-A, Tara. She says, I am Tara. Tara is a Lemurian master. She was an ascended master over the ancient Lemurian peoples. She's one of your spirit guides, and she's working with you now. She's helping you to access your past life memories. And, you know, you're going to find as we go through the next few months that you have a greater sense of awareness of not only this life but other lives. You're going to see an interplay of people in your life that's going to point to you the mystical puzzle that life, it all comes together with various pieces. And some of it is past life stuff, some of it's current stuff, some of it's lessons we're working. And I want you to be open to that spiritual transformation. This is really going to bring a lot of joy and peace to you. I'm so very sorry about the loss of your friend here. You know, when we lose somebody close, whether it's through death, or even just a breakup of a friendship, an ending of a friendship, it's always tragic. And I think for you, you know, I have to be honest, there's no easy way around this. You have to grieve it and cry over it, be upset, maybe break something. Literally, I mean, go break a plate, you know. I think it's very therapeutic. And then just take long walks. And I want you to talk to your spirit guide, Tara, because Tara will give you the wisdom to how to move forward. And I think for you, it's just a time of letting go. It's a time of grieving. And acknowledge that you love this person and acknowledge that they loved you. And even though that bond may seem broken, you know in the spirit world, everything gets restored. And I do feel in the future you will be connected to your friend again. And, you know, this is what eternity is about. But in the meantime, you have a lot of work to do and a big mission to do. You know, I see around you pentacles, actually similar to my background here, around you in your aura. And that means that you have the gift of magical power, the gift of working spells. And so I want you to research doing purification spells, because I feel like you're carrying in your spirit this negative weight. It's not that you're a negative person. You're a wonderful person. But that energy is weighted on you. And a purification spell would do wonders to uplift you and to heal you. Okay? So research purification spells. But I want you to know that here at Spirit Channel, you have a lot of friends. You know, we really are a community here. And you are loved, okay? So embrace your higher self. Embrace the good that was from that friendship. Forgive yourself for where maybe you have failed at times. Forgive them for where they may have failed. Give it to the Great Mother. You know, when I feel overwhelmed, sometimes what I do is I go and I literally find a giant tree. If you can get a big oak tree, that's great. I have a lot of big oaks where I live. And I will stand and lean my back up against the tree. Just stand, or you can sit on the ground, but make sure all of your back is leaning against the stump or the trunk of the tree. And let the tree take all that pain, and it will sink it down through its roots into the earth, Mother. It won't hurt the tree or the earth. Our pains are nourishment. The Mother takes all of that, it's like fertilizer, and weaves new life and gives us back new energy. And so I want you literally, if you don't have any oak trees or you can't find one for whatever reason, like a larger, maybe where you live there are only narrow trees, you know, sometimes that happens. then go lay full flat on the ground. Take a blanket, you know, just act like you're sitting out reading a book. But when you have some private time, lay on the ground and let the Earth Mother pull all of it out. You just lay flat on the ground. Let your back rest on the ground. You bring a pillow for your head if you want. But let the Earth Mother make contact with your body and let her pull that sorrow from you. Give it to her and let her bring renewal into your life. And I do see transition here. You know, it's going to be a few months, I'll be honest. It's probably not till about September that you're going to be really feeling supercharged. But that's okay. You're in grieving. And let yourself for the next 2 months grieve it. And you might have to do this several times, okay? But just do it and know that Spirit is with you and the Great Mother will help you. Hope that helps. Blessings to you, dear. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Lila Edgar. And Lila writes and says, "Help, Bob. I don't know what to do or where to go from here with my life." Hi, Lila. I'm so sorry. You know, I just want to step closer in your frequency here because it's interesting. When I'm reading your letter here, it's funny. When I read letters, I get flashes of light off of them. And that allows me to go into your vibration. And as I'm moving into your frequency, I'm getting beautiful blues and greens coming off of your auric energies. And this means that you have a healer theme on your chart. And I feel like this time of transition, you're stepping into your power as healer. You have a lot of blue light that also tells me you're gifted with communications. And I feel that I would like you to consider exploring doing some life transition here in the area of exploring doing healing works. Could be like, for example, studying counseling, working as a therapist or a social worker or some type of counseling work, spiritual counselor. And also see healing work. Could be energy work like Reiki work or, you know, massage work. But you have healing power and you have the gift of communication. And I feel like by the time we get to August, this is where I'm seeing new beginning for you, new transition. And I feel like I want to say, first of all, let that power heal you and let the Spirit lead you. You're going to have to be open to some changes, even if you're not feeling it, okay? And you might say, Bob, I'm too depressed to go out and explore schools or pick up a degree. This is going to be one of those times, probably the next month for you is going to be kind of the most challenging, I'm not going to lie, but it's a time where if you just put a little effort in, it's going to get you a long way. So I want you to explore healing, transitioning your life to do healing work, whether it's counseling, whether it's massage, whether it's Reiki, could be acupuncture, but healing arts is where I see a lot for you in counseling work as well, okay? What's your other question? That was your question. Okay. Yeah, Fletcher just said, he said, there's also a guide around you. I keep getting a lady. Her name is Madame Monique. Here she speaks for, she's from France. And she's dressed in kind of Edwardian clothes, you know, with the big hats and broad dresses and big bows. And she says that she's coming to help you with your psychic gifts as well. So you have some channeling ability, I believe. Madame Monique is going to be working with you. So let her channel through you that healing power. Let her channel through you knowledge of where to go to school. Let her channel to you all that you need. But call on Madame Monique, okay? Thanks for writing. Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is Nigella for me. And Nigella writes, Dear Bob, the cousin of my son's girlfriend was murdered last month. Oh, God. She says that she has dreams of him and he always seems lost. She said it really bothers her to see him like that. His name was Matthew. Do you have anything to help him or my son's girlfriend and his mother, who has been devastated and destroyed by this? Well, Nigella, hon, you know, one of the things I can tell you This isn't going to be pleasant to hear, but it will be helpful, okay? In terms of Matthew, one of the things I pick up is he seems young to me. He seems like he's in his 20s. I want to place him about mid-20s. I get gunshots to the chest and to the abdomen area, and I have to tell you that even if they had, got him to the hospital even faster, they wouldn't have saved him. He was literally dead pretty much instantly. I don't feel that he was prepared for death, and as a result of this, he's in purgatory. Okay, now don't let that terrify you, because there are different types of purgatory. It's not like you see in the movies. He's in a place, he's what I call on the edge of the earth realm and on the edge of the etheric. He's neither here nor he's there, and this makes for him a sense of being lost and unsettled. He's wandering around in an area, it's almost like a gray sort of mist. He's not in pain, he's not being set on fire like hell or anything like that, but he's reliving in his mind that shock of like, my God, why did this happen? And I have to tell you, I pick up around it that he was an innocent victim. I don't think he caused this. I feel that the person who did this was literally just a crazy person. I do also believe there could have been what I call a case of mistaken identity. It almost feels like this person who shot him was doing a deliberate act, but they thought it was somebody else. So I believe there was an issue of mistaken identity around this. Now, how you can help him. One, first of all, pray. I want you all as a family to literally talk to him and say, Matthew, you are loved. God loves you. And ask him to look around. Tell him to look there. He'll see a light somewhere where he is. There's always a sign of the other side, a way out. But a lot of times the earthbound souls don't know. They might see the light and be afraid and think, I don't know what that is. So, but distract him. I want you to talk to him and tell him to look at the light and go to the light. He is loved by God. Tell him that there are people there that are waiting to help him. Archangel Michael, somebody in the family has been praying to him, and I feel that you want to call on him as well. Tell him that Archangel Michael is present and will bring him over to the light, okay? Because I feel like he's not sure who anybody is or what anything is, and he's right now literally trapped inside of his mind. And so when your son's girlfriend sees him, she is having a real vision, and you can let her know that that is a legitimate vision. I do pick that up, that it is him communicating. But what's happening is that he just doesn't understand what's going on. And so he needs to be talked to. Tell him that he has died. Be direct about it, because you can't really do this in a gentle manner. You need to kind of shock them sometimes into awakening, because he's thinking he's still alive, and he's like, where am I? Wow, why did I end up in this foggy place? Where's that guy? And he's having alternating between anxiety, terror, and loneliness. So part of him is like, oh my God, is that guy in the fog going to shoot me? Then he switches into, oh my God, I remember being shot. Oh my God, how do I get away? His mind is racing, so you want to calm that down. And I want you to tell him that he's safe, his body is gone, he's separated from the body. This is hard for spirits because they see themselves as solid as you and I. You know, in the movies they show dead people as ethereal and ghosty and see-through. In the spirit world, everything is as solid as it is on earth. It's just a different dimension. So he's like, oh my God. Well, because he hasn't crossed the line, he's probably seeing the injuries in his body. Now, he's not experiencing the pain, because once you leave the body, you leave the physical pain behind. But the spirit body is an exact duplicate of the physical. So he's probably looking at the wounds and trying to figure out what to do or what. So I want you all to pray for him. Tell him that he's dead. Tell him to go to the light. And if he goes to the light, instantly that will heal his wounds. And I want you to pray to Archangel Michael. And I also want you to tell Matthew that Archangel Michael's coming to visit him, and call upon Archangel Michael as well. Okay? Yeah. I'm just listening to his voice. I can hear him speaking. And I just hear him saying over again, what's going on? Why is this? What am I doing? What's happening? So he's okay. He's not in physical pain. He's just confused. Your family can help him. I want you to tell his mother that that he will soon cross to the light. I do see him getting over. And her prayers can do a lot. I want her, you know, if this is too hard for her to hear, just tell her that Archangel Michael's working with him. And ask Archangel Michael to help. And ask her to pray to Archangel Michael. I want the whole family to do a novena and light red candles and white. Light white candle for Matthew. That's for energy for soul. And light red candles for Archangel Michael. And you push him into the light. And he'll be healed, okay? But I'm glad in a way, honestly, that his cousin is getting these dreams, because if she weren't that connected, he'd still be in there and nobody would know or be able to help him. So this is actually a blessing. It's a chance for you as a family and as friends of his to come together and do healing and get him over. And you'll do it. I see him going very soon. He's at the edge of the etheric. I mean, he's about to cross in the light, but he's still a little held back. So you're going to get him over. Do what I ask, and that'll get him there. And then she'll get a dream. And I tell you, your son's girlfriend is very psychic. She'll get a dream about that and that he's over. And I think, Nigella, you too are going to get a dream, because he's going to come to thank you for the help. See, right now while he's confused, he doesn't understand anything. So he's not going to be appreciative. But once he's over, then it will all be made clear to him. Okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you all. My goodness, guys. So I tell you, that's all the time Psychic Bob's got for letters today. But I hope you'll keep it here at Spirit Channel. Listen, if you get a chance, pop over to my website. Pick up my books. We got a bunch of books. These are written by me. They're published by me. They're at my website at robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link in the info box below. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Be here tomorrow on Wiccan Wednesday. We got a good day. We're going to do a special video tomorrow. I got a request from one of my viewers out of England, wants me to talk about psychic children. We're going to talk about that. If you're a mother raising kids and you have children that are psychic, how do you deal with that? How does that affect their lives and the lives of everybody in the family and in the community? We're going to talk about that tomorrow, so make sure to be here. You guys are the best. I love you. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. Like this, favorite it, share it with your friends. Hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. And we'll be back here tomorrow with that other video. But until then, may you always blessed be.